The night the king's secret was revealed, the moon refused to shine. I was there. I saw it all with my own eyes. They called him King Obadil, the strongest king our land had ever known. His name alone made men tremble. But behind the crown, behind the heavy gold beads that hung on his neck, there was something rotten. Something the people could not see. For years, whispers filled the village. Why did the king have no child? 7 wives, each more beautiful than the last, yet none had ever carried his child. At first, people blamed the women, saying perhaps the gods had closed their wombs. But after the 3rd wife was cast out and the 4th remained barren, the whispers grew louder. Still, no one dared ask the king. As the years passed, something inside him turned bitter. The older he got without an heir, the crueler he became. He raised the village taxes, forcing the poor to starve. He banned festivals and gatherings, saying they were distractions from duty. He ordered public floggings for the smallest offenses. Men were dragged from their homes in the dead of night. Women wept in the streets, mourning husbands who never returned. The fear of the king became greater than the fear of the gods. Then, one day, the seer arrived. He was an old man, his hair white as dried palm fronds, his eyes sharp like a hawk's. He came from a distant land, walking with nothing but a wooden staff and a small leather bag. No one knew his name, he was simply called the Mouth of the Gods. The moment he entered the palace, the air grew heavy. The birds stopped singing. Even the wind refused to blow. I was just a palace guard then, standing by the entrance, watching as the old man walked straight to the king's throne. He did not bow. He did not kneel. He simply stared at the king and said, "The blood of the widow's child is still crying." The entire room fell silent. I saw the king's fingers twitch where he sat. His eyes darkened like a coming storm. But he tried to hide his fear with anger. "What nonsense are you speaking, old man?" the king barked. But the seer did not flinch. He spoke slowly, peeling away a secret that had been buried for too long. Many years ago, before he was king, Obadil was just a hunter's son, poor, desperate, and hungry for power. He wanted the crown more than anything in this world. But he knew that strength alone would not make him king. So he sought the gods of the night. He traveled deep into the forbidden forest, where the spirits of the old world still roamed. There, he made a blood pact with them. They promised him power, wealth, and the throne. But in return, he had to give them something. The life of an innocent child. And he did. He chose a boy from the village. A small boy. A poor widow's only son. Nena was